This can ruin our whole greenhouse idea, but it is what it is.
That would be a bummer.
Yeah. If we have learned one thing here in France, it's that progress never comes without problems. Things break, plans change, the weather ruins everything, and we start over. This week, one unexpected discovery forces us to question whether our entire greenhouse plan even makes sense. And once again, we have to decide how far we are willing to keep pushing or to just give in.
We can take this ride wherever it goes, as long as you're with me, I feel at home.
Welcome back in the south of France.
Yeah.
We are going to finish the roof. We are going to finish the roof
Yeah, hopefully.
from the first apartment. And then we can continue with our greenhouse.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
would be
we are
nice.
most excited about. But first, finish the roof. And with that,
Welcome to a new week of our vlog. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And leave a comment below.
we like that.
We do.
You are, so before you think to rip yourself apart, open up my heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Love, love, love.
Back at the puzzle again.
Ah, yeah.
So we are now on the other side.
What have you done with this?
No, it was like that. But maybe you think, okay, we've done the other side now. You know what to do here, but it's
Yeah.
still a puzzle because
Everything is different.
yeah,
This is not going to fit.
no. There should be a tile in between these two, but we don't have the space for that.
It's going to be cozy.
Open up my heart and you'll find love, 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 love. Love, love, love. Open up my heart and you'll find love. When you're searching hard and it seems to lead to nowhere, no matter where you are, no, I'll always.
Well, Bram and my father are busy with the roof. I'm preparing the next big job.
Yeah, and you thought, well, maybe if I can escape the roof, then
Yeah. Well, it was very impractical to do that with the three of us.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't a fun job. This isn't fun at all.
Look at your face.
The next thing is that my father is going to do all the joints. He already removed all the old joints, and now you're looking at, I don't know what this, clay. That's holding all the stones together. But we're going to do all the rejoins, or my father is going to do that. But before that, I had to clean everything.
Yeah.
And I think you can see what I've done and what I haven't done
It's
yet.
such a big difference. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Down to other skies. All I want is to be there with a new state of mind, a place I've never heard of. I will walk like a nomad. I've been stuck inside my house too long. Can't stand being all alone, wasting hours on my phone. I'm ready to go now.
Done with this wall.
Yeah.
Well, and with this work. We have to do 1, 2, 3 more walls. But I'm not going to do that today.
No.
And I think my father can continue for a very long time with just the joints in this wall.
Quite a big wall.
Yeah. I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think I need a shower.
Yeah, and some dry clothes.
Wasting hours on my phone.
You are going pretty fast.
Yeah, it's going okay. On the other side, we had to lay 2 bottom row roof tiles, and here we have to do 3. So it's a
taking
bit
a-
more work,
yeah.
but I'm happy with the result, and it's going okay. So I hope we can finish this today, and then later this week we can lay on all the top roof tiles.
So here I am about to explore. I feel like
We are a little bit late to the party because it's almost Christmas, but today we're going to a market in Villarreal because it is supposed to be very beautiful
Christmassy.
and Christmassy.
Yeah.
So can't wait for that. We should have done this way earlier because I think there are Christmas markets everywhere.
Yeah, for a long time already.
Yeah.
Here and there and everywhere, we'll take it all in. We got a life to live. Got a life to live. Here and there and everywhere, we'll take it all in. We got a life to live. Got a life to live together. Oh, together. Oh, 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 oh. So raise your head when I think of being with.
We're back from our Christmas market experience. But it was really fun and they had some nice decorations. And Nox really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
So
she really loved it.
she had a nice waffle and well, it was fun. But now it's back to serious business. We're going to do another roof,
Oh,
but this time it will be
no, yeah.
a quick fix.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, it's the plates are really small and light, so hopefully it will be a quick job. But
Let's see.
let's see.
start.
Yeah.
Take it all in. We got a life to live. Got a life to live together. Together.
That looked like it was
I thought
exhausting.
I hit it 2 times and then it's gone, but it was a tough one.
Yeah. Okay, concrete is out, so now let's remove them.
Get rid of the steel
Yeah.
and then finally start with the real roof.
We know we've seen this all before. Just head for brighter shores. Here right now. We could be something so much more than wasted times. Here right now. Oh, like jet flames floating through night skies. We are alive. You and I. When daylight comes in a rush, don't forget about us. We're alive. Here we go on another week.
We try not to complain too much. But I have to complain about this. We have like a lot of these roof panels and every single one of them has a sticker on it.
Oh, yeah.
What were they thinking? Because the only way you can use these, they are transparent for a reason, so you want to look through them. And there's a sticker on every single one of them.
Yeah, it's a hassle to get them off.
Yeah, it's terrible because there's a lot of glue staying behind, so yeah, it's terrible.
Oh, it's like jet flames floating through night skies. We are alive. You and I. When daylight comes in a rush, don't forget about us. We're alive. Like champagne over the skyline. We are alive. You and I. When daylight comes in a rush.
We're almost halfway.
Hopefully we are halfway. We have barely enough in place.
Yeah, we've counted them and we needed 14 more. And we've
Well,
got,
comfortably,
Yeah.
it would be nice to have like 16.
yeah, but we have 14, so it's going to be a tight fit. But when they're all on, I think it's going to be so cool.
Yeah.
And I hope tomorrow there will be a bit of sun so that we can feel all the heat inside
Already?
our greenhouse.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Uh-oh. What happened? Well, it's obvious what happened, but
Well, I was a little bit done with the roof tile, so I thought, okay, we are almost done, so let's clean everything up. So all the roof tiles that were on pallets yet, I thought I'm going to put them on the back of the terrain and we are going to get them when we need them. And then I saw the roof tiles that we bought, the very expensive roof tiles that we bought for our porch. And I thought, oh, I'm going to put them on the back of the terrain too, because we won't need them in the next weeks. But when I was driving over the terrain, I already saw that they were a little bit wobbly. We should have stacked them closer together because now they were standing freely. Went very smooth. I drove very slowly, but then I came here and this on the terrain the slope was this way, and here the slope is that way, and then they all fell. Well, one pile fell, and they are in plastic, so it took all the others with them. I hope there are enough roof tiles left that are okay.
I think we had like 30 spares.
Yeah, then we won't have enough.
Well, let's pack them on the pallet and let's see how many are broken.
It's going to be very tight. We bought, I think, 30 or 40 more, but about 30 or 40 are broken. So in my calculations, we have 220 left. And we thought we were going to need 220 roof tiles.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we will see.
Yeah.
It was terrible. But all the roof tiles from the terrain, almost all the roof tiles from the terrain are now here. So they are out of sight. So that's nice.
Yeah. We're back on the roof again.
How many times are we going to say that?
Yeah, well, hopefully not that often, because our goal for this week is finish all the roofs, so the roof of the greenhouse and the roof of the apartment. So first thing we have to do now is continue with the, well, edge.
Yeah, with the flat roof tiles?
Yeah, with the flat roof tiles, then we can let it dry and then we can lay some top roof tiles and do the final edge, and then
And then the
finally
ridge.
done. And then the
done.
ridge, and then it's finally done.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this morning, and hopefully this afternoon, when it's nice weather, we can continue with our greenhouse roof.
I think tomorrow it's going to be very sunny, so that would be lovely if we can finish the
Yeah, then it's
greenhouse.
already hot in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
We can plant some plants.
No.
In a
not at
pot.
all.
In a
Yeah.
pot.
Continue you.
Yeah.
Could it be the morning of the spring when the sea runs dry and start to sing? Have you heard from the sky all about it? Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines, I hear.
It's going so much smoother than last time.
Yeah.
They have been in the sun, so they are a little bit hot. So now the glue is less sticky, I guess. So that's a plus. But I'm back to stickers. So that means we are going to continue with our greenhouse.
Yeah.
Very exciting. We thought we didn't have enough screws, but we found another box. So that's nice. So I think we can finish this today.
Oh,
At least we have all the materials.
Yeah.
And it's nice and sunny. So what do we want more?
Let's go.
Yeah. Only 16 plates to go.
Oh,
16 stickers. But if they go like this, then
easy peasy.
yeah.
Never had a care in the world, you see. Have you heard from the sky all about it? Down the river, high tide.
All stickers are done
Ah, that's quite
already.
fast.
Yeah. So let's put them on the roof.
Yeah.
The more you love, the more you live.
A lot of people, including me, want you to take your hoodie off. And it's very hot already.
No.
So
I'm not going to take my hoodie off.
it's not hot enough?
No. Then
you-
it has to be 30 degrees. Then Then I will think about it. Yeah.
That's a bummer. You're going to place a beam.
Yeah, we've
Replace a beam.
Yeah, well, not the whole beam, but just a tiny part because it's all gone. So we have nothing to screw the roof on. So I'm going to cut something out and then install a new piece of beam. Luckily, we have enough of those. So.
The more you love, the more you live. Have you heard from the sky all about it? Down the river, high tide flows around it. Through the whispers of pines, I hear them sing. The more you love, the more you live. The more you love, the more you live.
Only 2 to go.
Yeah, finally.
Then the roof is sealed. Well, we need 2 small pieces on the wall side, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's finish it. Or do you want to say more?
No,
You look like you want to say more.
I just want to finish.
Yeah, let's do it.
For a year now I've been waiting. See that look in your eyes. I've been
Now the roof is gone, we are going to continue with demolishing the little drying cabinets.
It was massive.
Well, in comparison with the rest of it,
Yeah.
quite little.
Everything is big here.
Yeah. And the first thing I'm going to do is cut away some steel because there's some steel bars on the ground and they use that to glide the carts over where the fruit was on and
Yeah,
they
the
drove
road-
it in.
Yeah, and they were drying the fruit here.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to cut away first because then it's easier to scoop up the rubble and dump it in a bucket.
again and again I'll say I do. I do. Through the loving and hurting, I'll be by your side. Even when I walk right out that door, you will always be mine. Here we are, a team, hand in hand, no more plans.
So I was doing all the fun things like going to the bakery with Nox and doing a round with dogs and being nice in the sun. You
Yeah.
are
Well, in the sun, but doing,
hard work.
well, not
Yeah.
hard work, but today's hopefully the last day of roofing. We've installed the final flat roof tiles and we're now going to start with the edge, the decorative edge. So hopefully we can finish that today.
Uh,
It is a lovely day, so
Yeah.
I do.
I'm not going to complain about the heat, but I can say that the roof is already working very well.
Yeah.
Even with all the holes in the walls, it's
bloody hot.
very hot here. I'm continuing with the removing all the red bricks.
Ah, you're doing the fun things again.
Yeah, so much fun. And after that, we can demolish the red brick wall. And then everything here is gone. Then we can continue with the floor. And that's a little bit tricky because we have no idea how they've done it. Hopefully there's no reinforcement in it. I think there's sand underneath it, but we don't know.
No.
So that's going to be one big surprise. But first, removing all the red bricks because we are still separating them. And then we will see.
Tell me, could we turn back? Oh, please don't go. Stop, breathe, wait a little longer. We begin stronger. Stop, breathe for me.
Do I see tears?
Of happiness.
Yeah?
Yeah. So this side is officially done. I had to think because we were up the roof so many times, but it's really finished now.
Yeah.
So, and I think it looks, well, pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I can say it because you did it. It really looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's so cool. So happy it's done.
I think we've been on the roof for like 8 weeks.
Yeah.
It's
Well, I don't know 8 weeks, but at least 2 months. Yeah, a long time. So, yeah,
it was terrible.
tears of happiness.
Now we can continue with the greenhouse without feeling guilty about
Yeah.
not finishing the roof.
And the roof of the greenhouse is done, so no more roof for a long time, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Be a chance, but here we go. Stop, breathe, wait a little.
It has been a long time, but we have a leak.
Yeah.
Not on the most optimal place.
No, it's a terrible place. It's right after the water meter, so
And for how long do we have a
I have
leak
no
over
idea.
there?
Maybe a couple of days. I don't know.
The hole wasn't completely filled, so
No.
I think it can't be weeks, but
No, I think a couple of days. Because yesterday I walked in the apartment because the apartment is right on this side, and it was a bit wet in that corner. And I wondered why, but now I
you
know
know.
why.
is it fixed?
It was an easy fix. I just had to tighten.
No, you say it's an easy fix, but you said to me it's fixed. Then we checked, and it was still dripping, so it
Yeah.
wasn't an easy fix.
It needed some more force, but now it's watertight again.
Okay.
All I want is you in front of me. I don't need another, 'cause you're always gonna be my home.
Dumping rubble.
We can use it straight away because we need a wheel loader in our greenhouse to get rid of the whole floor
and
and
all the
everything.
rubble.
yeah. But it's so,
It's impossible
so
now.
muddy. It's so muddy. So yeah, we're going to use it here. So hopefully tomorrow. Well, they expect rain too, but hopefully it will be good enough to drive the wheel loader here, so
Yes.
we can get it in the greenhouse.
Yeah. Because now when we get here with the wheel loader, we can't go back up behind you, but
No,
we have to drive down.
yeah, we have to drive down, and that sucks because then the wheels are full with mud, and then we drive over the road, and the whole road is muddy, and
Yeah.
we have to drive all around our property to get just 10
Yeah.
meters from here.
Every day I'm in the sunshine and I feel fine 'cause the rain can't stop the sunshine. Whoa.
In our greenhouse, we want to level the floor, but on the lowest point, and we don't know how deep the foundation of this wall is. So we thought, okay, just before we go inside, just have a quick check and see how deep that is. But we
Nothing
started
is quick
digging.
here.
No, we started digging, and there's a lot of roots and rubble and stone, so it's nearly impossible to do it by hand. So we are going to try and do it with a wheel loader.
Yeah, it's much easier.
Yeah.
I can't say enough about my love for you. You are to me.
This can ruin our whole greenhouse idea, but it is what it is.
That would be a bummer.
Yeah. We encounter a lot of rocks, and I think it's just everywhere, so it's also on the inside. We discussed this already when we were making plans for the greenhouse, because we weren't sure what we were going to see when everything is gone. So maybe we're going to do a split level fancy word for
Yeah.
greenhouse, split level greenhouse,
Yeah.
and make one part a little bit higher than the other
Yeah,
part.
because if there are rocks inside, then it's not doable to
No, we're
remove
not
them.
going to
It's
do
so-
Pour out your love on me. Open up my eyes so I
Yesterday we worried about the foundation, but we're going to leave that for now. That's for another time. Now we're going to continue inside the greenhouse. And one of the first things we have to do is demolish that red wall and all the steel that's behind it. And I'm very glad we finished the roof because it's a rainy day today. So it's also the perfect day to test our new roof.
Yeah, and
And
it's working perfectly.
It's looking quite good. And it makes a nice ticking sound, so we're
Yeah.
completely zen.
will drop
It's going
It's
very
going
easy.
pretty easy. And that's a good thing, because I think we've said it before. All the stones we get out in one piece, we're going to reuse them in our greenhouse for our raised planters.
Yeah,
It's going to be so cool.
yeah. And
But-
it saves a lot of money.
A lot of money. But I think the next part will be a bit more difficult, because there's a lot of steel in the wall. So
Yeah,
let's see how it goes.
we will see.
Because I got to say, so I'm in love with you. What are we gonna do? So I'm in love with you.
What I'm going to say is just speculation because we have no idea if it actually was like this. But what we think, this was a dry room for fruits, and there was a steel barrel there where they made a fire. The hot air came through these pipes, and they are from steel, so they became very hot. And then there was a ventilation, a really big ventilation, that blew air around. And that way the fruit dried.
Yeah.
That's what we think.
Yeah.
And at first they did it with wood, but later they put a, what was it?
I think it's an oil burner.
An oil burner in it. So I think they've used it for a very long time. Obviously it hasn't been used for a very long time now because everything is rusted.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's in a really bad condition. I've never seen something like this before, so it's nice to discover what it was and how they used it.
What are we gonna do? So I'm in love with you. What are we gonna do now? Make me feel loved and treasured. You are water in the desert. My fox, my missing puzzle piece. You make me feel loved, protected. Boy, we could talk forever on the couch, sipping bourbon, please. Make it now.
It's not metal, but it is cast iron. It's so heavy.
But the wall's gone.
But the wall's gone, so now we have to get rid of all the steel and then the platform itself, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm in love with you. What are we gonna do? So I'm in love with you.
Like a kid in the candy store.
Yeah.
I know, you can't wait for me to come up with another idea to weld.
Yeah, we have so much steel, so much future projects to
Yeah.
make.
I will think about it and come up with something.
Yeah, something with a lot of steel.
Yeah.
Violet as a color crayon. We were running through the fields. You had
Yesterday I saw that our peach tree is finally losing its
Yeah,
leaves.
about time.
Yeah. So we have to hurry because I really want it in here.
Yeah.
Can't wait for
Going
that.
to be so cool.
I hope next year it will grow big.
Full of peaches.
Yeah. Because the first year when we bought this house, there were peaches in
Yeah,
them.
a lot.
And they were very sweet, but we were a little bit too late, and I think the former owner was still the owner here.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but hopefully next year we will have peaches.
It's no use living if you're already dead. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to.
I think we found ourselves a roof for our wheel loader.
Yeah, this is perfect. This plate has all the roundings. We just have to cut it in half and then weld it together. And then we have a nice roof for a wheel loader indeed. So cool. Or we leave it like this and we have a nice skylight.
Yeah. Or like a tank that you can put your head out.
Yeah, that would be so cool.
No, it wouldn't.
Well,
Let's get rid of it
Yeah.
for now.
You were small, burning all our favorite records on the CD-ROM. We were splitting headphones in a hammock to a soundtrack we could get lost in. Sing it with me. Sing it with me. And we'll use living if you're already there. It's not worth saying if it's already said. Even if it all goes over your head, believe it if you want to. So keep your eyes on the road and your head in the stars. Follow it down the rabbit hole just a little while longer. You can change anything if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to. Sing it like ooh, if you want to.
You look tired and exhausted.
Oh yeah, I am. All the walls are gone. I couldn't handle the what do you call it? The wood burner
Yeah.
thing. I couldn't handle that alone, so we have to do that together. But all the walls are gone, so now we can finally start with the floor.
Oh, can't wait to see how it looks like when the floor and the whole thing is gone.
Yeah, me neither. But I'm done for now. I'm exhausted, but this was a very, very productive week.
I'm so happy that the roof of the apartment and the greenhouse are done.
2 roofs
Ah,
done
yeah,
in 1 week. Wow.
crazy.
We've been working on it for a long time. We hope you had a great Christmas and we wish you a very happy New Year.
And we have a lot of fun and exciting plans for next year.
Yeah, can't wait for that. Thanks for being with us in 2025, because I know a lot of you have been with us for so long.
Yeah.
If you want to see more, then go to our Patreon, patreon.com/fangaze, and see everything that we are doing behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Almost everything. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week. We hope to see you in 2026.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.